loud music, so I just hope for the best, like fingers crossed. I'm starting my day with oats. I try my best to eat it almost every day. Well, sometimes I don't, because I really like heavy breakfast, just like any Filipino does. I like to have rice, fried fish, dried fish, eggs on top. That's perfect for me. This is apparently healthy, so. My mom got sick like a year ago, and she had to completely change her lifestyle. Well, food-wise, my mom has a very specific taste bud. Like when we were in Manila, I tried to take her to this like very traditional samgyeopsal place. I took her there. I was so excited to just show her like a new type of cuisine. But when we got there and then she saw the waiter like brought out like raw meat in front of us, she was like, "Huh? Hilaw? Kita ba yung palutuon?" And she got mad at me. She got really mad at me because she was, well, I understood because she was really hungry at that time. Tip number 1, trying to broaden out someone's culinary taste. Try it when they're not really hungry. Because when they are, they get cranky. They get cranky and they like things that they're used to. It was a very terrible experience. But anyway, when she got sick, she had to change a lot food-wise. Like I said, she likes a lot Filipino food, and Filipino food tends to be really oily and salty. So she has to change all of that. My mom likes kinilaw very much. She's the type of person who doesn't eat the ceviche type of kinilaw. She likes to eat it like sashimi style, like just raw fish, and then she has like a bit of soy sauce there, and that's it. And that's really not good for your gut, apparently. What else? She likes to eat like snails, clams, and that's really hard to digest. We have this Filipino dish. I don't even know if it's a dish because you don't have to cook it. It's something you can buy. To be honest, I haven't bought it anywhere else. It's usually given to us, or like we buy it in places that are familiar to us. We only buy it from people we know. Well, it's called dayok, bunch of fish entities, and it's all fermented inside this bottle. It's not pretty to look at. I've never eaten it. My mom loves it. Every person in my family, my mom's side of the family, loves it. And my mom had to give all of those up because it's not good for your gut. And then she had to change a very low sodium diet for her to integrate that in her lifestyle for almost a year. It's insane. I've been wanting to learn a new language for quite some time now. I want to learn French. Not because I really want to learn French or like I think it would be useful. I just think it's really romantic. I think it sounds really sweet when French people cuss at me. It may be hurtful, but it doesn't sound like it's hurtful. Because when Bisaya people speak, especially in my island, where a lot of people tend to speak louder, we sound like we're fighting every single conversation. Like we could talk about like what to eat for dinner and sound like we're fighting. So I'm gonna learn a language that sounds really opposite to that. So we're gonna do that after I finish my very, very delicious meal. So I have downloaded a PDF from the internet. I hope this one is relatively helpful because God knows how much help I need. So the book starts with a brief like introduction about France. I think we should just skip that because we're not here for France, we're here for the language. So we're not gonna talk about Paris Marseille. Because I can even say most of these words, so I'm not gonna read it. French pronunciation. A few simple rules. I doubt it'd be simple though. This is already suspicious. Have you heard French? Simple is not the word you would describe it. Is French difficult to pronounce? Not at all. See? Suspicious. This is clearly a lie. There are two basic principles of French pronunciation. Not all letters are pronounced. I have a bone to pick with words that have letters, sorry, mosquitoes, that have letters that you can't even pronounce. Like the word not. Why does it start with a G when you just pronounce it like the rest of its letters? Not. French follows a few simple rules. Not all letters are pronounced, as they most often are in English. Remember, however, that even in English we have some silent letters, like pneumonia. It starts with a P, but it's pronounced like the rest of its letters. Pneumonia. I just don't get it. Do you get it? Because I don't. I really don't. Sometimes a whole sentence may sound to you like one long word, especially in the beginning. For instance, you will find in a dialogue in the first unit the sentence. Okay, this is a French sentence. I'm gonna butcher it. I just know. Because it looks like letters that I would just type like this and it wouldn't make sense, but it makes sense in French, so I'm freaking out. J'habite États-Unis. I don't fucking know what I just said. It's supposed to be I live in the United States in French. J'habite I don't even know why I tried to do that again. Le garçon mange les croissants. Ah! But it's really awkward for you to, you know, like go into a cafe and suddenly say the word croissant in a French way when you're not French. What if the person in front of you working happens to be French? And then he or she asks you in French, oh, are you from France? And then you just get stuck there like, no, I'm sorry. Croissant? It would be really embarrassing. Oh, it's a new motivation. I'm learning French so that when I can go to a cafe and say, excuse me, can I get a croissant? And then the person working will say, oh my god, are you French? Then I would say, oh no, I just know how to speak French. Ah! Comment vous appelez-vous? That thing right there, that one, it's going to be a squash soon. Big one. Wala na po may espada, ti. Ala daghan.
Akong posto na.
Apot ng panin mo.
Pakuha na.
Napagbubulat ng kamoy. I'm not gonna lie. I took a very long nap. Look at the view. Look at the view. There are the dogs. It's Mara and Clara. There's Iko as well. You know, I'm really going to learn French. Just watch. I'm going to improve. I might find a French boyfriend. Highly unlikely. Because first, I don't know how to get a boyfriend. Second, it's already a reach for me to find a Filipino boyfriend. Therefore, it's impossible for me to get a French one. Third, I don't really want one, to be honest. I want to be alone. I've once read this quote that said, you're not really alone when all of your life you've been alone. You know? Like I'm an only child. I've been alone for the longest years. I don't even know how it feels to have someone with me. Being alone right now is really comfortable. No one really wants to be uncomfortable. To be honest, I really wanted this vlog to be like a productivity vlog where I study and like make coffee and like make notes and stuff, but I didn't, and it's okay. And I think every one of you should be able to feel that way. It's okay to fail one exam. It's okay to do nothing for a day. And it's okay just to chill and enjoy whatever is around you. You don't have to feel pressure to be the best all the time. So take it slow. If you fail today, you can try again tomorrow. What is life if not to be enjoyed?